Sometimes these things happen in MMA.
What's going on, fight fans? Welcome to These Things Happen in MMA. The goal of this series is to introduce you to different mixed martial arts documentaries, including theatrical, televised, and independent releases. Before we start, don't forget to follow on social media for occasional giveaways, and I'm proud to say Full Contact Fighter is an official sponsor of the channel. Now here's 10 documentaries about mixed martial arts that you might not know about. Moving to California with aspirations of becoming an artist, Chad found his calling when he entered a mixed martial arts gym, and since then he's become a legitimate contender in the bantamweight division. Dedicating himself to mixed martial arts, Occupation Fighter follows Chad Savage George as he prepares for a career-defining bout in World Extreme Cage Fighting. For over 8 months, the film highlights the sacrifices Chad makes to achieve his goals, while dealing with injuries and financial hardships along the way. Featuring cameos from some of the sport's biggest names, the documentary concludes with George's 17th professional contest and provides an inspirational look at a fighter climbing his way to the top. Starting his professional combat sports career in kickboxing, the Super Samoan Mark Hunt has become one of the most popular heavyweight fighters of all time. Making his mixed martial arts debut with Japanese promotion Pride, Hunt eventually went on to fight for the UFC, where he quickly became a top contender. Now training for his 5th appearance, The Art of Fighting follows Hunt as he gets ready for his bout against Stefan Struve in 2013. Featuring up-close interviews before and after the contest, the film provides insight from Hunt himself, while also highlighting his personal life and chronicling his amazing career. Starting out in the 90s as a student of Carlson Gracie, Mario Sperry eventually broke away from his gym and founded the legendary Brazilian Top Team. Known as one of the most successful jiu-jitsu practitioners of all time, Sperry has trained such fighters as Murilo Bustamante, Ricardo Arona, and the famous Nogueira brothers. Filmed prior to his bout at Pride 20, Day of the Zen follows Sperry for a full 24 hours and provides a glimpse into his daily routine. Featuring extensive training footage, the film highlights Sperry's grueling workouts throughout various disciplines and showcases how he became one of the most accomplished grapplers in the sport's history. From the Colosseums of ancient Greece to modern-day venues in Las Vegas, MMA is one of the fastest-growing sports in the world. Narrated by actor Kevin Costner, The Hurt Business is a feature-length documentary about mixed martial arts and its rise from a stigmatized event to a mainstream sport. Filmed in 2016, the documentary covers a wide range of topics, such as the Gracie family, CTE, and the battle for legalization in New York. In addition, the film also profiles stars like Jon Jones, Rashad Evans, Ronda Rousey, and many more, as the viewer gets an inside look at the struggles and triumphs that accompany cage fighting. Born in Nottingham, England, the outlaw Dan Hardy is one of the most unique individuals to ever compete inside of mixed martial arts. With his blend of natural charisma and punk rock attitude, Hardy's popularity soared as he continued to leave his mark in the UFC's welterweight division. However, Hardy finds himself at a crossroads after losing 4 bouts in a row, and with his future uncertain, he's now fighting for his career. With a runtime of just under 16 minutes, this mini-documentary delves into the mindset of Hardy as he prepares for his comeback fight at UFC 146 in Las Vegas. From elite military units trained for the worst-case scenarios to martial artists who defy what many think is humanly possible, Fight Science explores the techniques used by the world's best athletes and analyzes their power with computer-generated visuals. Featuring legends such as Randy Couture, Tito Ortiz, Bas Rutten, and Dean Lister, the first episode focuses on the sport of mixed martial arts and reveals the science behind each move. With few documentaries covering the subject, National Geographic provides a unique perspective into the world of combat sports, and the program also includes episodes on self-defense as well as special operations. 2018 was host to the biggest UFC event in the promotion's history when Dagestan's best Khabib Nurmagomedov fought Irish superstar Conor McGregor. Chronicling their epic feud, Lokation follows both fighters' journeys from UFC 205 in New York to their inevitable showdown at UFC 229 in Las Vegas. Using high-quality footage, the film also boasts an amazing soundtrack that features artists like Led Zeppelin, The Notorious Big, Disaster Piece, and many more. Accounting for every detail, this is by far one of the best fan-made documentaries ever created and captures this historic rivalry like never before. With explosive knockout power, the Iceman Chuck Liddell has struck fear into the hearts of his opponents for over a decade. Beginning with his childhood in Santa Barbara, California, Ultimate Iceman delves into the life of Liddell and reveals intimate details about his past. Filled with interviews from those involved, the film also highlights Chuck's career from start to finish and breaks down his legendary rivalries with Tito Ortiz and Randy Couture. The documentary concludes with Liddell's amazing title reign and showcases how he became the first star in mixed martial arts that broke through to the mainstream. In the early 1900s, a modest family from Brazil was taught the forbidden secrets of jiu-jitsu, a martial art developed throughout the centuries by the warrior classes of Japan. In the decades following, the much smaller Hélio Gracie modified the art form and transformed it into what we now know as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This feature-length documentary tells the story of 3 generations of the Gracie family and details the conflict that arose as they built an army of modern-day gladiators. Featuring archived footage, the film captures the most legendary Gracie members in unseen Vale Tudo matches and examines their family history that forever altered the course of mixed martial arts. Starting her career in 2008, Alpha Cat Zingano was victorious in her first 9 fights, which included wins over future UFC champions Miesha Tate and Amanda Nunes. Shortly after, she earned a title shot against reigning champion Ronda Rousey when tragedy suddenly struck with the loss of her husband and training partner. Featured on the docuseries Religion of Sports, the film follows Zingano after a 15-month layoff as she prepares for a comeback fight at UFC 200. Weaving together moments from her childhood, the episode provides a raw look at Zingano's emotional journey and showcases never-before-seen footage of her rise in mixed martial arts. Hopefully this list provided a documentary of interest, and if so, make sure to support the fighters and filmmakers who chronicle this great sport. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below with your favorite documentary about mixed martial arts. Again, don't forget to follow on social media for occasional giveaways, and I'm proud to say Full Contact Fighter is an official sponsor of the channel. Established in 1997, Full Contact Fighter is the sport's longest-standing media outlet and lifestyle apparel line, with their clothing appearing on many of MMA's earliest legends. If you'd like to learn more about the company, visit FullContactFighter.com, where you can also own a piece of mixed martial arts history. Thanks for watching and supporting my channel.
Sometimes these things happen in MMA.